Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we take 4 damage. We get rid of their other creature. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. Thank you for supporting the channel. Take a second now to demolish that thumbs up with a 7 CMC like. Today's video will feature free-to-play Azorius Exile. That's the color combination of white and blue. Free-to-play, in my definition, is 0 rares, 0 mythics, also known as an artisan build. This should be really easy for you to attain as a new player without roasting your wildcard collection. We'll break down the deck list, talk about strategies and synergies, show you the gameplay footage, discuss playlines and interactions, and of course wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. If you're looking for any information mentioned in today's video, you can probably find it within the Linktree link in the description below or easily Googleable. Googleable, is that a new word? We should definitely submit that if it's not already, because it's Googleable. Googleable. Say that 5 times, right? But yeah, you can Google Hello Good Game, Linktree, and you'll find it there. Thanks so much to everybody who's been supporting the channel recently. I really appreciate each and every one of you. It does go a long way. Let's get into the video. Googleable. 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 That's what I mean. It's a fun word. Free-to-play Azorius Exile, 60 cards, best of 1, 1.6 average mana. Slow down. 22 non-creatures and 16 creatures with 22 land and a few MDFC, so it should be no worries there. You know, it does have the green source in play, but it's just because square up, right? It's not required. It's just 1 blue. We use it as that. The deck revolves around making flyers through Clarion Spirit, like much of the free-to-play decks do that I make, because it's just such a good card. A 2/2, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. This is great. And I mentioned Azorius Exile. Well, where's the Exile come from? Well, we have Resculpt. This is a brand new card from Strixhaven, 2 mana, instant speed. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. So not only can we chump block, not only can we basically flash defend, but we can do so for 2 mana at instant speed, which is really, really great. And we can double down on that through Angelic Ascension, also for 2 mana at instant speed. Exile target card or creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel with flying. You know, the Ascension is a little bit better because you have flying, but you cannot argue with any 4/4 when it's in play for just 2 mana, especially, like I said, if you can have your opponent attack after you previously attack, your creature's tapped, boom, you exile your tapped creature, here's a brand new 4/4, and then we block and they die. That's the name of the game. We do have a lot of 1-drops to trigger Clarion Spirit, right? We do need to make all of the 1/1 flyers as well along this journey. The tokens or the 1/1 flyers are the ideal targets for the exiles because they're not our real creatures. However, there are certain cases where you will need to exile your own creature to avoid a Bone Crusher Giant, right? Some form of removal that you want to dodge while getting some value out of it. And, you know, in this case, we will exile stuff like Usher of the Fallen, right? If it's targeted with removal, then go ahead, exile it, and then you're keeping your flying token, which is still value. Usher of the Fallen is a 2/1 in which it can boast for 2 to create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token, right? Another card that creates tokens for us to exile later on to create the 4/4s. Faerie Guidemother, you know, also known as Giant Killer. That's a joke for later on. You'll get it. A 1/1 with flying, Gift of the Fae for 2, sorcery speed, adventure. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until the end of turn. This is amazing because we can put it on Usher of the Fallen. We can put it on Clarion Spirit. We can even put it on our 4/4 token without flying. You know, to get that evasion or flying, right? Evasion, menace, unblockable, flying, stuff like this, right? To make it harder for your opponent to block you. And that's going to get some consistent damage in, right? That's a fair amount of damage, especially when you're going wide, you know, making multiple 1/1 flyers that are attacking every turn as well. It gets better than that because it's also a 1/1 with flying, and we have Battlefield Raptor, also for 1, a 1/2 with flying and first strike. So, you know, if it's not flyers, it's tokens, and then we can exile the tokens to create bigger tokens and then bash our opponent. And we do have 4 copies of Square Up as well for 2 mana at instant speed. It doesn't exile it, but it does, you know, interact with our tokens in a magical way. Target creature has base power and toughness of 4/4 until the end of turn. You know, you've got a 1/1 token, your opponent thinks they can smash through. Nope, it's a 4/4, just blocked your creature and killed it. We have 4 copies of Unsummon, return target creature to its owner's hand. You know, just bouncing our opponent's threats that are going to deal damage to us. You know, and we could even potentially bounce our Guidemother back to our hand to recast Gift of the Fae to get something like the Clarion Spirit off of the ground, or they Resculpt. We have 3 copies of Staggering Insight. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has lifelink, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. The lifelink in the deck is great. We can put it on an Angel. It's a 5/5. That's massive, and we're drawing cards. Absolutely groovy, right? So that's the tech, right? Not much to it. We've got the Takedown as the land within the plateau. Instant speed, damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of... actually, not planeswalker. No, yeah, it is creature or planeswalker. Equal to the number of creatures you control. Sorry, it's been a long day. And we're going wide with all of the tokens, right? So we should have 5-6 creatures in play, and we could remove basically anything, which is nice. So, you know, your general strategy and synergy, to recap, is to go wide with Clarion Spirit, right? Double cast on Clarion Spirit, make the tokens, exile the tokens with Ascension, with Resculpt. Try to get some value to dodge your opponent's removal or get the chump block in, which is really nice. Or the flash block, I should say, as well, which is cool. And then, you know, put Staggering Insight on the token and just bash in, gain that life, gain more cards, keep double casting, and just compound the whole thing, right? So again, thank you all for your time and attention. If you have any questions about the deck, leave them in the comments below. Both myself and the community will do our best to get back to you. If you're looking for anything, you can find it in the Linktree link. Contests, giveaways. You know, the latest giveaway that we're doing is I'm buying someone's Dungeons and Dragons rare set in Arena, right? That's going to be a pricey tag, but it could be you. So don't miss out. Get in on it. Subscribe to the channel. Share your friends. And of course, enjoy today's gameplay footage. And don't forget to watch until the end for our deck review and wrap up. Our opponent plays first. Well, I mean, it does exist, right? There's some turn 1s and some turn 2s here. So we shouldn't be too greedy. You know, things can't always be perfect. Especially with a free-to-play 0 rare, 0 mythic deck. Commons and uncommons really shouldn't be a problem to craft. I think let's just get a presence out, and our opponent's already played their first rare. Illegal. This is an artisan video. Man, I wish there was an artisan queue. That would be cool, and it would need to exist full time. So we take the attack in case there's anything suspicious, and there's not, so we can spirit in and, you know, hopefully casting double Guidemother on top. It's a dream, right? I'm new at this. Be gentle. All right. I really like that name. Right? Malvinda. I don't know how new they are. That's a pretty OP teched out card. So we can fry it, luckily for us. Guidemother goes, and then it's a takedown for 3. While we make the 1/1 spirit. Nice. Okay. Our first bit of value has been achieved. Leonin? I don't even know. That dude. So we're gonna buff up here. Everybody's in the air. Everybody hits. It's a decent amount of damage. Let's play the creature to trigger the spirit. And we do the exact same thing next turn. They have creatures, so I'm assuming there's no extinction event, no Shadow's Verdict. you know, Doomscar, stuff like this. There's going to be a flying blocker, potentially. Flying Strike draws a card. This is good. I like Magecraft with the Spirit. That's pretty cool. Okay, like the Spirit just gets tough. And we don't care at all. No blocks. Right? Down to 13. In here, I believe we have advantage. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage in. Oh. Yeah, okay. And then we've got 2 blockers here. They only have 2 attackers. So I think, unless there is that Miracle Wipe. Miracle Wipe? Are you sure you don't mean Miracle Whip? I don't know. And we can block, or we just get the victory here. Right? That's alright. It actually worked out for the best. Let's see, you know, if we can extend this first little bit of luck. And remember, they were new at this, so... Going first with Clarion Spirit in hand. Alright, I'll allow it. Let's get Usher in play first. I would love to use this takedown as removal. If we can pull a 3rd land, fingers crossed, I think that would be neat. And I do just want to get field advantage right away. And we do get the land. Neat. They need to remove the Spirit here. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they just play a creature. Right? That's what you want to do, bro. Well, it could be a Blood Chief's Thirst. Hope not. Oh! Shrine Town. So these are creatures. This maybe could be Stern Dismissal instead. We still make the token regardless. Whether it be through the Spirit or the Usher. They probably have a field wipe, and that's going to bone us. Sanctum of the Fangs sucks. I guess we hold up Unsummon. Play one of our takedowns. I know they've got no creatures, so it's a worthless card. It may as well be the land. Hopefully there's no field wipe. We have for 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 2 turns with no field wipe. They do have the life gain as well, right? It could all be over here. I would scoop, I think, because they have the life gain engine. We would just never catch up. Single target, we could, you know, continue. We've got the Unsummon to protect it. Stern Dismissal would be really good, and then we could be bouncing these, and that would give us the extra little bit of time that we require. They're thinking about it, though. They can be removing something from combat as well, with the Sanctum of the Light. Or Sanctum of a Tranquil Light. TikTok. Sanctum of Calm Waters. They like the draw. Let's take the hit. Let's make the dude. I'm a dude. Making a dude. Making another dude. Okay, so we have lethal next turn regardless. There's really no reason to play the Usher other than to have it wiped and us cry about it. Right, because even if they gain 3, goes to 6, we easily have that. It's past turn. I just don't want to fall into a wipe and then not have anything. Like, we should play to win, not play to flex. And they're trying to draw it here through Sanctum of Calm Waters. Rare, 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 rare. These are all uncommons, though. Rare. The land in this deck is expensive. I always recommend that individuals buy their rare lands first, though. If you're new to the game, get the rare lands that are in standard, or the dual color rare lands. I should be more specific. Sometimes there's some useless, like Animal Sanctuary was one of them, right? Useless rare land. But, you know, all the pathways are great for beginners, and then they can start playing with different decks and not get landlocked. It's good. I like it. I mean, basics exist for a reason too. Nice and cheap, but rare lands go a long way. Woof. So they're gaining 6 life here. I guess we should have played it. Wow. So they're at 12. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 it would have been only. Interesting. And this would have been lethal. 11, 12. Oh no. We missed lethal, everybody, because we were playing conservative. Right? Let's play conservative. Gosh. That's that 2 damage from the Usher. That we didn't play because we were being conservative. Oh my gosh. So they probably get the win. I'm going to be honest. They probably get the win here. How do they not have a field wipe in that hand? You know what I mean? They'd have to be extremely unlucky. They had the land for Verdict, for Event. You know, it absolutely cripples us. We would have 2, 3, 4 with evens, or odds, sorry. And evens, we'd have 4, like too many. So they'd wipe evens. You know, obviously Doomscar, Shatter the Sky, Draconic Intervention, which I don't even know if that's an option for them. It kind of is, actually. Shattered Sky, Storm's Wrath. The list goes on and on. Okay, that's all right. Again, if this was Stern Dismissal, we'd be in a lot better spot, but doesn't matter. We get the job done. I love it. On to the next. 3 in a row? 3 in a row, anybody? Yeah. Let's do it. Going first is neat, and, you know, this is going to demonstrate the other side of the deck. We looked at, you know, Clarion Spirit, making the tokens, having the flyers, great. But what about the Exile part of the deck, which is really what it was built around? Let's test that. I'll trade with the dog. I have no problem with that. And we even get to make our own 1/1. So it's not great, but, you know, having that dog in play is not great either. We know this. So it's mono white deck. Let's see how tuned it is. Clarion Spirit. Interesting. I'm going to pass here, and I'm just going to try to force an attack. Lumimancer's cool. Solidarity's pretty cool too. But this is also pretty cool. Got him. Nice block. We still have a lot to deal with here, though. And we have no creatures. What we can do is attack and then flash out a blocker by exiling the original token. This is dirty. This is not what I want to be doing, but it's an option. And then the summoning sickness is gone. It can attack again. So I'm going to try to have them cast it here. Because I don't know if I can take it or not, and I can't. So we exile our 4/4 for a 4/4. 4/4/4/4? Oh no, we were supposed to block that. Oops. I did that on the wrong phase, I guess. Oops, my bad. Totes my bad. Big time, my bad. They're going to be recasting things from the grave, which I hate. We would have had this 2/2 annihilated if I played that correctly. I thought we did, but I guess since we had no blockers, it skipped through it. I think. I don't know. I'm pretty smooth-brained these days. Years of abuse. Someone's been polishing it. What do I know? Okay, still in a pretty terrible spot. Let's see what our opponent's up to here. Oh, waiting for the server. Well, okay. Nice. Another dog in play. That's actually really bad. I like how when it reconnects, you get the animation again, too. Just in case you missed it. Right? I don't feel good about it. And they can do this instant speed. And they've got, you know, plenty of stuff there. Which is gross. Woof. At a certain point, I don't know if this is my internet or theirs. Their timer's going, but I'm waiting for server. Oh, here we are again. Every decision they make. All right, so let's take down the dog. And then we block whichever one they don't give indestructible to. The servers have been joyful for me today. I don't know if you guys have had. Yeah, I still want to cast it on the dog. Like, are you sure? I'll undo all of those decisions you just made if you weren't sure. Oh. 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 Nice play. Nice play, nice play. But, again, now there's no indestructible. If only we could finish the match. Typically, it's not this bad. Good old Starlink. Bringing in the connection. I guess probably what it is I have not paid my server bill. Right? You gotta, as a content creator, you know, we have to pay server bills every month for you guys. Keep it running. And I guess I've been slacking on that. Oh, and the damage went through. That does not make sense. I didn't get an option. Like, and now the takedown is still up. Like, I was going to block one of these creatures. I was going to block one of those creatures, bro. I guess not. We're not doing that anymore. So if we lose the game, it's not our fault. Obviously, it's the server's fault. It's the freaking takedown's fault. No attacks, end turn. I mean, you know, at a certain point, I feel like I'm just wasting everyone's time. I feel bad. Pass. Should we just... Yeah, we just die anyways. Oh! Good game. Well, that was long and painful. Let's play a fourth. Let's play a fourth. Alright, so we don't have any land. Jesus, HGG. You don't have any creatures in hand. So I think we mulligan. And I'm not doing it twice. Let's toss the land. Typically this isn't an issue. We don't get the land either. Huh, with plenty of creatures in deck, it really shouldn't be an issue. There we go. There we go. Square up does come in handy, I think. Temur could just be going crazy. Oh, Temur Giants. Wow. Alright. Raptor out. Attack. Because we can do it also. Like, we can do it on the Usher here, but we could also do it on the Raptor. So we just take the damage. End our turn. So because they're targeting it to deal a bunch of damage to it, 6 damage, the square up doesn't work, but what does work is the Resculpt. Just exiling it. It's a 4/4 now. Which the Freezing Flame, I don't think, can attack through. They do have 2 mana up, so you never know. It could be another squash. No way. And they get a draw from it. Wild. Absolutely wild. So this is nice because we have square up to help out, I guess. It would make it a 5/5. Just to dodge any of their removal, potentially. That's not it. So maybe we should have made the 1/1. Crystalline Giant's not it either. And then they get to hit for 3. Okay, my bad. A little misread. I was trying to play defensively. It's an important creature. Ooh. My bro. So let's make the token then. Take the hit. We should have maybe drawn first before the token. Doesn't matter. More land. Don't you just love to see it? Ending our turn. You know, we're at 20, they're down to 12, so... That's not all bad news, right? That first strike bones us bad. Come on, let me block. You're not getting away with it, Arena. I know you're funny to me all the time. But I'm blocking. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We take 4 damage. We get rid of their other creature. We have way too many land. We're pretty screwed. I mean, I guess we just pass our turn. How do you get through a 7/7? I don't know. Or 4/4 first strike when all we can make is 4/4s. Oh, that first strike feels bad. An Unsummon would do the do. They have another Freezing Flame and a Calamity Bear. Oh no. Can we talk about the rares? There's a couple of them here for sure. And now they've got Hexproof. Yikes. And that's double damage. Goodness gracious. So we go to blockers, we send that up top. I don't know how we'll do this. And then we go to first strike, and then we make this a flyer. So it's out of combat, you know, chump blocking. We take the 8. Our turn. Jesus. I thought giants were supposed to be all big. Right? I thought giants were supposed to be all big. We hit for 4. I don't feel good about it. We have 6. We could do them all. Oh, that's not Giant Killer. We're playing a free-to-play deck. That's Faerie Guidemother. Okay, so we just colossally effed that up. Because we could have hit for an additional 5, gained 5 life, and drawn a card. Plus made a 1/1 to block. I swear to God, I play too much Magic with too many different decks. I thought it was Giant Killer. And that's why I referenced. It's like, I thought these giants were supposed to be big because I wanted to kill it with Giant Killer. You know, I make the decks. I don't even know what's in them half the time. Okay. How do we survive this? I don't know if we can. I don't think we can. At all. Right? The first strike just kills us immediately. So this is like the only way we survive, and we lose our good guy. But could you imagine if I didn't misplay that? We could have been a little closer, I think. And then this round, we maybe could have finished it out. We would have done an extra... Yeah, we would have had lethal. Oh my god, I effed that up so bad. We just punted for sure. 100%, because we could have hit for 5 extra damage. You know, they would have been down to 3. We would have had that 2 extra blockers. Plus, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, it feels bad. Free to play deck though, right? It does cool things. Don't mind me as the pilot. Many apologies. That's how we learn though, right? Sometimes that alternative art is no good because I see, you know, that style and I'm like, oh, it's Giant Killer. It's fancy adventure card. It has to be Giant Killer. Oh man. What a life. What a life. So if we can grab another Faerie Guidemother, we would have had lethal. But unfortunately for us, it will not pay off, I don't think. Because the takedown is only doing 1 damage. It doesn't deal it equal to our power. I can't believe we punted this that hard. right? So we take 8 here because we can only block the 9/9. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Close match even with my punt. Well, that's for you guys. See, we all make mistakes every day. That's how we learn from them. I need to take my time and not just replace cards with what they're not. Giant Killer, Faerie Guidemother. Have you ever made that mistake? Let me know. Let's break down the deck and review it. Woof. Punteroni. Such a good match to punt too. I feel terrible. I'm almost 100% sure we missed lethal. But, you know, it's still a good deck. It's still a fun deck, and, you know, at least it's putting us in a position to make that mistake, right? We're not just getting annihilated right out of the gate. And I think a lot of that is due to the instant speed interaction. Ascension, Resculpt, instant speed, square up, instant speed. And that's going to really upset your opponents. Like, even them wasting a Bone Crusher Giant, and then you having a big blocker is potentially game swinging. And, you know, maybe the Unsummon can be Stern Dismissal, but I think it's fine the way it is, and just focus on creatures, right? It's a free-to-play deck. You know, you're not focusing on being the world's best deck in the meta. This is just going to get your quests done in a relatively smooth manner, and hopefully in an enjoyable one. With that being said, support the channel, you guys. Help out if you can, whether it be Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all through the Linktree link. You know, getting in on our swag. We're selling chairs now, hats, like shirts. It's just, you know, there's a bunch of stuff if you want to go snoop around for. It's kind of getting ridiculous. I never thought I'd be in a position like that with sponsors, but I do enjoy it. And it's all thanks to you guys. So, you know, massive gratitude bombs going out your way. And I hope you have a magical rest of your day. And of course, we'll see you soon in the next.